You want to talk to who?
Angela.
Angela. Who's this?
Kim Sodergren.
Okay, hold on. Angela? Angela! Kim Sodergren.
What?
She's coming, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Would I be able to speak to you for a minute before she gets here?
Is this your mom?
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? I got your message too. I thought I would
Yes,
talk to...
I just talked to a supervisor of the ECB, and I would hope that you would speak to them as well. The reason the vacate order was issued for the bedroom, because bedrooms are not allowed in cellars in New York State. It's deemed to be hazardous.
Okay. Right. But she's not there anymore. She's not...
But that's not the point. She was there for over a year, and now she's in a railroad room.
In the front, with the main entrance to the house, with the front door in her room.
Actually, what I wanted to call you and tell you is that, first of all, I wanted to apologize. I think I was a little short with you yesterday. And I'm sorry about that. I thought I was going to be on the phone just for a couple of minutes with you. I was running out the door. I had to take my kids someplace, and so that's really the main reason I was calling you back today. I didn't want you to think that I wasn't interested in what you had to say.
No. You were very helpful. I appreciated it.
Actually, as I got home, I went, that's really not how I wanted to present myself to you. And I was like, like I said, I wanted to call you because I didn't get to call you the day that you originally called. I said, let me just call before I walk out the door. But I do want to let you know that Susan Redder and Marcia Jackson are going in on Tuesday to actually look at that apartment themselves. Okay? To where your daughter is.
Is there going to be double standards on this issue? My daughter can't have a railroad room, but they can?
But you know what? Explain to me, I guess I'm a little confused why you think that...
Well, Susan had said that, because I asked, why was she allowed to put her in a railroad room, which her bedroom now is in a railroad room in the main part of the house, which happens to be where her room is, the entrance to the front door in that room, with a big window, and then right after their street, there's like a little, you turn in, and then there's a major road. And I don't think locks are acceptable. Kids, I'm sure kids get through anything. They're little Houdinis.
My understanding is that you can't reach that, though.
Well, ma'am, back when my daughter first moved here, they inspected my home. My daughter was in a bedroom that was off my triplets room that has a door. It's actually a separate bedroom. And Arnaldo told my daughter that she couldn't have overnights or even gain custody of the baby if she continued to occupy that railroad room. I, in turn, called Miss Jackson, and she said the same thing, that she can't get overnights or even custody of the baby if she's in this railroad room, that it was unsafe and inappropriate by their standards. Now, why is there double standards in this issue? First, she was being kept in an unsafe situation for over a year, when she was taken from my daughter for a 6-month unsafe situation, and now it's double standards. It's okay for railroad rooms.
I'm wondering, first of all, okay, let's back up a little bit so I make sure that I am clear on what you mean by what you say railroad room. What you mean is that there are probably...
A bedroom off another room.
Right.
For our house, but it's different in Rose's house, because I was married and I've been to our house plenty times.
And this was confirmed by Laporta family members as well.
Wait, but let's just help me for a minute here, okay? Help me imagine what your house, what this in, make sure that I have it correct. Okay?
Our house is, you walk in, it's the living room and kitchen, and then you go through a hallway and there's a big bedroom.
Okay.
And then inside that big bedroom toward the back, there's another door with another big bedroom.
Okay. So you have to walk through one bedroom to get to another bedroom.
Now, Rose's house is different. Rose's house is all in connection, open space railroad rooms. It's a computer room, which you walk in the front door, computer room. The front door is in the computer room, where Katrina is right now. Then there's the dining room, then there's the kitchen. No, then there's the dining room, living room, kitchen. It's all one big room. Just separated, not even separated. The living room and the dining room are separate at all. Huh?
Like a big great room, you mean?
Yeah.
I guess what I call a great room. Okay.
And her bedroom now, and ACS confirmed this too, they told me about it, happens to have the front door, which I think kids find a way of getting through anything. There should be no placing a 2-year-old in that room, regardless of whether she can reach those locks or not. Because my daughter's not stupid. She walks around here, you know how she turns lights on? she puts chairs in front of things to do it. What's stopping her from doing that over there? And then besides that, and it's like two things now. Rosa has I'm not, against her. I like her and everything, but she has very poor judgment. She put her in the basement, not even a basement. They corrected us and called it a cellar. And now they have her in a room that's literally in the front of the house, which happens to be by a huge main road, with the front door and a large window in that room.
Well, unfortunately in the city people live by main roads, okay? That's...
Right, but our question is, why the double standards? Why the
double
standards?
I think we're just maybe miscommunicating double standards, because I'm not thinking...
I see there is double standards.
But could you hear... Would you hear me out for a second, though?
Yes.
Okay? I'm trying to... My understanding in regards to your house, Ms. Ruggiero, that what my understanding of this situation, and you can correct me if your understanding was different, was that when Angela was pregnant, okay, that, and Arnoldo was visiting there, that he came back and reported this railroad room, and that although we didn't think it was the best situation, okay, in speaking to Mrs. Jackson, we never said that we wouldn't consent. At that
I have a recording of both of them saying it in my possession.
So you record phone conversations, is that what you're saying?
Yes, I recorded those conversations because I didn't believe it was right.
I know. Are you recording mine?
I could possibly be recording yours. I could possibly not be recording yours.
Are you yes or are you no?
There is a possibility.
Well, I want to know yes or no. I'm not going to stop talking to you.
This conversation is being recorded, yes.
Okay, good. Because, I'm not going to stop a conversation, but I believe I have the right to know when I'm being recorded.
Right.
Okay? That's all I wanted to know. Again, I'm not going to get off the phone with you. I just believe that
I have nothing against you, ma'am, and I know that you were probably unaware of all these situations and issues, but...
I'm not suggesting that you think I have anything against... that you have anything against me, or vice versa.
But
I'm just trying to get to the bottom of all of this.
The thing with the basement, I notified them July 26th. I had to actually call the Department of Buildings and have them write violations to get my granddaughter out of the basement because I was ignored by Susan Rudder, Marsha Jackson, and Valerie Zuckerman, who happens to be the baby's law guardian.
Right. Well, can we just maybe... I can't change the basement thing. I really can't.
Right, but that was negligence on the part of everybody.
Well, you know what? And then to be honest with you, you can follow through with that in any way that you feel